a New York appeals court just overturned Harvey Weinstein's 2020 rape conviction from his landmark Me Too trial.
Say what?
So this means that
again.
R. Kelly should be out of jail soon too. Who else we got on that bandwagon?
Hey, right now, who on fire is Diddy.
Okay.
All right? Like they put Diddy off that thing. Okay.
He ain't in jail yet though. So
I'm just saying.
He walking slowly
what
towards
you,
it.
What you say? Back up off him?
So,
Back up off him?
For real, social media already hung Diddy, Harvey Weinstein. This is crazy to me. Because
Harvey Weinstein was the face of the Me Too movement.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
He was the one that all this was about. He was the one that was the one that the women in Hollywood were coming out of the woodwork, and rightfully so, to accuse this man of all his terrible deeds.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
And he's finna be let out?
Yes. I mean, he off the hook.
Overturned? I want to know what the
Overturned.
appeal said. Because now these women...
Because they was raising big time mess
These women
over
that
Bill
put
Cosby's
themselves out.
situation.
What the message they're sending by doing stuff like this is these women have put themselves out here.
Yes.
They have come out. They have put their careers on the line.
Yep.
Everywhere they walk down the street, people are going to be recognizing them from that's the woman that went through this with Weinstein.
Yes.
That's this, that's that. And the message you're sending to other women in that position is it ain't worth doing it. Because he's just gonna get let out. Because the amount of evidence they had on Harvey Weinstein and the amount of testimony they had on him, for them to now say they finna let him out. Right. Is he getting out on bail, on bonds? Why is they why? I'm finna lose my English. Why is they letting this brother out?
Well, he's not a brother.
I say it in
He's not a brother.
I said it brother.
Cousin at
brother.
most, not a brother.
When I got friends that be like, I've called white dudes brother, and they be like, don't do that. I'm like, but I mean, like,
they do hit you with the brother.
Right.
You know
That's how I'm saying.
like, brother.
It's not a brother.
It's not like I would say to Benjamin, you know what I'm saying? What up, brother? It ain't like that.
It ain't, no. And like I said, he's not a brother.
It's like, it's more so like, how did we get here? Let's get back to, but it's more so like Hacksaw Jim Duggan brother. It's more so like Hulk Hogan brother. It's more so like that.
It's very interesting when it comes down to this Harvey Weinstein.
When it comes down to the Harvey Weinstein thing, he had more complaints. The Me Too movement was crafted
around this dude.
Around him.
Around the deeds that he done.
Around his
and
yes.
And they finna let him out?
I mean, he really horrified a lot of the women that he assaulted. Like, they even talk about the appearance.
Allegedly assaulted now, right? It's allegedly?
Nah, this actually happened.
They say it happened. Well, you know what it says when the courts do things like this? That doesn't matter. They don't matter.
Yeah.
Just like when they do it to black people. That's where we came up with
I need to read
Black
this.
Lives Matter, right?
I need to read that.
And it might have been on a technicality.
They said this man had Fournier gangrene on his penis.
Oh my gosh!
You know what that
Do we need to know that?
I'm just saying. This is how horrific he forever tainted these women's minds.
Yes.
And it's just crazy that he's allowed to get off on what he has done.
Exactly.
I mean, there's been so many Weinstein films that we've actually watched, sat back, and like, oh, you know what, that was great, but not knowing all the horrific deeds that actually happened behind scenes. Like, think about how many different actors and actresses he forced to have sexual acts with him.
But my thing is, still, they didn't really come forth until the Me Too movement came out, right? So why didn't they say anything back then? That's my thing about it. That is really, you know, and I understand people have, it's a mental situation and it's all of these things.
Those things. Like,
but right. But sometimes the only relief is to say something, right?
That's very true, Bailey. But I think a lot of times when those people who are sexually assaulted, they have to, again, you know, relive what actually happened to them and then muster up the courage to actually go and say something, because a lot of times, especially when it comes down to a male or women, they don't know who's going to believe them. As soon as I do tell somebody, so somebody might be out there and be like, you know what, I don't believe that Harvey Weinstein was capable of these things up until a videotape releases, you know. And it's just one of them things. To me, it's just like, dang, this is so unfortunate, because again, like we said when we started this segment, we got people in the black culture right now, in black media, who are are being demonized each and every day for these things. Again, Gucci Mane just dropped a record called No Diddy. The culture out here has a new slang term for pause, and it's no Diddy.
It's no Diddy.
But then in the white community, are they saying no Weinstein? You know what I'm saying? Obviously not. Because Weinstein's able to get away with this.
First of all, they wouldn't say that because that's not their culture, and their culture doesn't pick up on stuff like that. They just don't do that. What they do is go over and find out what we're doing, and then they use our slang or whatever.
No Weinstein.
Yeah, exactly.
No Weinstein.
But
no Weinstein.
But I will say I understand that, but at the same time, you would have thought that out of all those people that he did that to, that somebody would have been able to, make it through. But what it is saying is to those women, you don't matter.
Right.
And if you read the article, it's technically saying these women don't matter because the technicality that he was let off on was that the judge in the first trial allowed for the testimony of other women outside of the 3 rapes that he was being charged with at the time. They let other women speak. So basically, the reason he's getting off is because the other women spoke.
Right.
Wow.
Which is further salt in the wound of these women. That's ridiculous.
Right.
That's ridiculous. And how do you tell, as a father of 4 daughters, how do you tell your daughter to go out here and defend yourself and publicly, if something happens to you, to speak about it? These women have tossed their lives around to come and to testify in this court case in 2020, one of the biggest court cases in New York, the hub of the world, the media hub of the world.
Yes.
So everybody seeing your face, knowing your story, and it's for nothing now?
Yes.
Right.
It's
absolutely
absolutely nothing.
With America and American white supremacy and American white men, the power that they have, that he's able to walk away from this, and despite the preponderance of evidence that was placed upon him, he's able to just walk away after 3 years, 4 years. Get that, man, that's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So I want to ask y'all this, because I actually asked a good friend of mine this before. But what do y'all think the difference is in between the black communities and white communities? Because when it comes down to the black community, and again, it has just been, is Diddy or Bill Cosby, it seems like that just runs rampant through social media. But when it comes down to, again, a Harvey Weinstein or Jeffrey Epstein or whomever, it seems like the white culture doesn't demonize them as much as the black culture does to our own heroes.
You know what? One of the things about that is that our own culture, we laugh and joke about things.
Yes.
And that is part of the reason why. And other people see that. So it's not like when we do our thing culturally, we only mean for us to see it so we can have a laugh at it, right? But it's not like that when you're sharing on
a public forum.
In a public forum. Everybody sees it. So it makes it that much bigger. What we might mean is a little joke, other people, these other social media entities, other regular media entities, they take it and blow it up and make it even more than it really was in the first place. What if we would have just, remember the saying back in the day, it's a black thing you wouldn't understand?
Yeah.
They trying to creep in and understand
I think
now.
what it is within, it's like a black family. Let's just say a nuclear black family, and it's parents and children and cousins and all of this. That's outside the nuclear, but you get what I'm saying. And so we make jokes. You may do something stupid, and I'll rib you till we are both dead. I'm going to talk about this. But if somebody from down the street says something to you about that, I'm ready to fight them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's how we are with Diddy. That's how we are with R. Kelly. That's how we are with all of these other people. Even when Chris Brown was going through his stuff with Rihanna, whatever it is, Michael Jackson, whatever it is, we are that way with our black people, where we talk about them and we'll rib them, we'll make fun of them, but you better not do it.
Yeah, we're going to roll the break real quick, y'all. 833-212-1017. That's the True Talking text line. Hit us up. We've got more Truth Be Told with DT and Telly after the break.